You're welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be looking at setting up inventory items. So to set up our inventory on ZohoBooks, we'll come to item and we'll start creating our inventory. However, if you want to be able to not only create your inventory on ZohoBooks, but to be able to equally track the quantity you have sold, quantity that is on hand, you need to activate the Zoho inventory app. Now to do that, you come here, this icon at the extreme end. You now see Zoho inventory, right? So it's a order and inventory management software. You click on it, so it's going to activate it. So for the purpose of this training, we'll be signing up for a free trial, but it has a pricing. You can always click here to check the prices, the different plans for the software. So the purpose of this training will be signing up for a free trial. So I'll click on access Zoho inventory. So once that has been done, it's going to activate a premium trial for me. You can see it's now showing premium trial, right? So I can now start setting my items. Here, right? So if I can now start setting my items. So I'll come to inventory. Now this inventory is now linked to my ZohoBooks software. It's now linked to my ZohoBooks software. So now I'll start setting up inventory one after the other. So to do that, I'll come to inventory menu, click on items. Right? So we already have an Excel file on our working document. So let me open the file. So this is it. This is the file. So this is the list. So we have 5 items. So for each item, you see the detailed description, different fields, the SKU, the product description, the rates. Now this rate is the selling price, the product type. Now we have basically 2 product types. Either it's a goods or a service. Now these are accounts columns. So these are the first row you see are the column names or the field names. So account. So this is the account that tracks the sale of this product. So the usage unit. So how do we measure the unit of this product? Is it in kilograms? Is it in pieces? Or is it in hectares? So but since this is a physical product, we measure it in pieces. Right? The purchase description. So this is the description. When you are creating the product, we'll ask you what's the description of the product. So just repeat the name of the product. Now the purchase rate is the cost price, the same as the cost price for the product. So inventory, the item type, they are all inventory. Now the purchase account is cost of sales. So this is the account that tracks the cost of the goods that is being sold. Now, right, so we have inventory account. This account tracks the value, total value of the assets, right? So let's say the cost of per unit of a product is 1,000 and you have 10 of it. So the inventory asset will multiply 10 times 1,000 and will give you the total value of the asset. So the reorder point. Now the reorder point is saying that at what level should the product reach before we can reorder, right? So we have initial stock, vendor. This way is specified. If there's a particular vendor for each particular product, we specify here. Now we have initial stock, right? It's the same as opening stock. So initial stock rates. Now let me explain the difference between initial stock rate and now if you started buying this product, let's say in 2020, and you bought it at 5,200, that's when you started buying the product, right? And maybe over the course of the time, now the purchase price now rises to 5,300. So this will be 5,200 and this will be 5,300. So we are assuming that the purchase rate and initial stock rate remain the same. Now the stock in hand, this is the quantity of the product we have in hand. Now opening stock value. Now we'll leave this column blank, but what ZohoBooks will be doing is we'll be multiplying the stock on hand and the purchase rate to have the opening stock value. So the status is active, and tax name, item tax type is an item amount, right? So we have tax percentage 7.5, purchase tax name, and purchase tax type, item amount. What this is saying that the tax will be applied on the amount or the cost of the item, right? So we have purchase tax percentage, right? So this is how we setting. This is the information we're using to create our product. So on our Zoho software, if we come to our inventory app now, this inventory app is what is open. You can see it here. Remember, it's linked to our ZohoBooks app. So ZohoBooks is different from Zoho Inventory. So when you subscribe for ZohoBooks and you want to keep track of your inventory, you need to add the ZohoBooks, connect your ZohoBooks to your Zoho inventory. So that is what that has been done. So how do I start creating a new item? I'll click on new item. On the new item window, we'll start entering the details. So the first product we'll be working with. So let me open our product list. Let me go. So our item list. So I'll open our item list and start picking information. So this is our item list here. So I'll start picking the first product is beta 20. So I'll come here, enter beta 20. Right? So the SKU. So I'll pick the SKU information. Right? So it is selected goods because we are talking about an inventory here. Now the unit of measure, the unit is measured in pieces. So you have different options: milliliters, milligram, kilometers, kilogram. They are measuring in product in pieces, right? So you can enter information about the dimension, the weight of the product, as well as upload the product image. Now enter sales information. What's the selling price? Now the selling price is the same as what we have as rates on our Excel sheet. So enter rate here, 5,800. So the cost price is what we have as 5,200 as the purchase, the same as what we have as the purchase rate, right? Okay, so the description. So this is where you enter description about what this product is all about. But I'll just choose to enter the name of the product, repeat the name of the product here. So I'll come here, repeat the name of the product, same, right? So you select the tax. So select the tax that is applicable. So value added tax. So the VAT on purchase to VAT. So if preferred vendor. Now if you buy this product from a particular vendor, you need to select, click on this drop down arrow and select the particular vendor you always buy this product from. But we can always buy this product from the various vendors, right? So we'll leave it here. So this is where you track your inventory. So inventory account, this account tracks the inventory of this item. So select inventory asset. You'll be tracking the value of the inventory. Now the opening stock for this product, we have it here as so we have it here as 8,000. So we have opening stock. Let me check my opening stock. So this is our opening stock, 8,000, right? So come here, 8,000. So reorder points on our Excel sheet is 50. So we have our reorder point. So this is the point, this is the level at which your inventory must drop to before you can make a reorder, right? So our reorder point is 50, or reorder level. So I enter 50 here. So opening stock per unit. Now there's a difference between cost price and opening stock per unit. Now let me explain. Now if you bought this product initially when you started the business for 5,200, right, and over the time the cost price changes to 5,300, so opening stock rate per unit is going to be 5,200 and the new price is 5,300. This will calculate something like a variance, cost variance for you, right? So variances in the cost. So now I'll leave this at, this is still going to be 5,200, right? So I haven't done that for this particular product. This particular product. I'll now click on save and close. Save. So we've created our first product. So if you go back to our item list, you see our first product created here. So this is what we'll do for the remaining products we have. So we'll do for the remaining products we have. So I'm going to do that. So the next product is product alpha 579. So I'll click on new. Click on, the name is alpha. Okay, this is alpha. This is the SKU. So the product is alpha, right? So I'll come to units. It's measured in pieces. So we'll scroll down and come to the selling price. So check the selling price for alpha is 150. So enter 150. And the cost price is 93 naira 50 kobo. So the accounts, cost of sales accounts is this. So this is the account that tracks sales. The description, I'll just repeat alpha here. I'll come here, I'll do alpha, right? So the tax, you select the tax to be 7.5, tax 7.5. The inventory accounts is inventory assets with account number 20,002. The opening stock level is stock on hand. So I have stock on hand to be 21,900. So the opening stock rate still remains 93.50. Now the reorder point is 50. So I haven't done that. Okay, so I can now click on save. So let me be sure I have this all correct. So I can now click on save. Okay, so I'll do for the next product. Click on the next product, new. The next product on our list is Zephyr. So create Zephyr. So the SKU of the product is this. So I'll simply copy the SKU. Right? So you can always upload the image of each particular product. The unit type is measured in pieces. Okay, I'll scroll down, dimension and all. Then the selling price for that product is 1,500. Now enter the cost price per unit of that product is 1,200. Now description, I'll simply just enter Zephyr. Come here, enter Zephyr. Right, so the sales tax, so select the tax. So this value added tax, VAT is applicable both to sales and to purchase. So the inventory account remains 20,002 inventory assets. So what's the opening stock? The stock on hand. So stock on hand is 7,400. Now this opening stock rate per unit. Opening stock rate per unit is the same as 704, which is the same as the cost price. Okay, have I entered the cost price here? 704. Oh no, the cost price of that product is 1,200. The same 1,200. So the reorder point is set to 50. I can now click on save. So go for the third product. Go to items. The fourth product rather. So the fourth product is product Gamma. So let me quickly copy the SKU Gamma. Come here, enter Gamma. SKU is, now unit is pieces, so it's in pieces. So I'll go to selling price. The selling price per unit of that product is 1,000. So this is 1,000. The cost price per unit is 704. Let me be sure of that. 704, right? So the account that tracks sales is 50,001, and the account that track cost of sales is 60,001 here. Okay, so description will just remain Gamma. So I hope I get the spelling correct. Yes, so Gamma here. Okay, so the tax rate is 7.5. Okay, so we'll come to inventory assets. Opening stock rate per unit is a 704. Okay, the opening stock of that product is, what do we have as opening stock? We have 2,200. That's the opening stock. Okay, so the other point is 50. Now click on save. Now create the last product. The last product. Our last product on our list is product tephra. Okay, so let me copy the SKU. So I'll add new. So I'll come here, tephra. The SKU is this. So the unit of measure is in pieces, right? So enter the selling price. The selling price from our information is 6,000 and the cost price is 5,400. Selling price 6,000, cost price 5,400. Now description, simply just repeat the name of the product. So come here, tephra. Alright, so the tax is VAT, value added tax, applicable to purchases and sales. Now the inventory account is 202. The opening stock, so let's check opening stock. Opening stock, stock on hand. The stock on hand is 1980. So this is 1980. Our opening stock rate per unit still remains 5,400, and the other point still remains 50. So I'll now click on save. Now we've done our inventory. We are done with our inventory. So inventory. So can click on new. So let me go back to inventory item. Leave this. So these are all our inventory has been created. So let's look at our inventory report quickly to see the total value of our inventory now. So if we go to inventory, after going to report, come to inventory valuation report, you see the total value of our inventory. This is the total value and this is the total unit. Okay, so let's go back to home. Now we can equally create our inventory by importing them. So the same way we did for importing our customer and vendors list, the same process that applies here. You click here and click on import items. Now import the file and do your mapping, and your inventory product will be imported successfully. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you in the next lesson.